Well, what's going on, YouTube? How's it going? Happy, what day is this? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. I've taken a couple of days off as we've had snow here, and the stuff I can do, I can't really do in the snow. And anyway, I've been kind of taking a couple of days off here from work and just trading, and as if I were trading full time. Had 2 great days, and want to share what's going on in the market with you. So welcome to the channel. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a forex trader. I trade from an Elliott Wave perspective, and my goal on this channel is to help you avoid losing money and understand how to look at the market from the Elliott Wave perspective. And you can add it to your repertoire. It's not the only way to see the market, but certainly for me, it's an effective one. So I hope you can learn what you can, and we'll jump in to see what's going on. I got to turn my phone off so that we can get these notifications turned off. All right, so let's jump in and see what's going on. We're looking at Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Today, in general, we're going to look at Bitcoin heavily as always, and then use our Bitcoin analysis to understand our Litecoin analysis. I want to talk to you about a new count that I'm looking at, guys. Sorry, I got some stuff on my chart I was showing the Telegram group. Anyway, I want to show you a count that I'm thinking about here, and that is, I'm considering this wave right here as an impulse wave all the way down. That we have a 1, 2, a 3 wave. We're getting the 4, and now we're making the 5th wave of that of that wave, and I'm not sure that I like it. That delineation. This could be a 5 completed waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is like an A, a B, and now we're getting 5 waves. Either way I look at that count, we're gonna get basically this 5-wave structure at the end. Okay, here's the deal. I was seeing this as a corrective ABC as it was being formed. The problem I'm having is that many of these waves seem to break the 3 and 5 wave rules of Elliott, and so this wave right here that we're currently in seem to break a lot of the 3 and the 5 wave rules of Elliott. So in other words, understanding these waves from the Elliott wave perspective, it seems quite difficult, and so I'm going to have to be a little bit more nimble and a little bit more loose with my rule application here. For me, other people might cringe when they hear me say that, but I move with the market. I don't tell the market it has to listen to Elliott wave rules. Okay, Elliott wave is a tool by which we use to understand the market. If it's not helping us out, then we're going to have to be a little bit more nimble in the way we interpret it. So that's what I'm saying here. This wave went a lot deeper than any of us expected. Most of us Elliott wave guys did not expect that wave to go that deep. Most of us weren't seeing that at all. And so because it went so deep, we're going to have to consider, even here that we were our wave, our trade that we've been looking at, is this, right here about the $6,800 region. We haven't really gotten any support there, guys. I mean, none to speak of at all. We were expecting support here. We didn't get any to speak of at all. And so it just kind of kept going down. So I want to watch out that this doesn't just keep going down, and I want to be aware of that possibility. So with that in mind, I'm going to kind of keep this trade, keep this wave, in mind like that. Okay, all right, so that's the way I'm thinking about it right now, that this is going down, that we probably have a 5 wave at the beginning, though there's problems with that 1 wave, but we've got a 5 wave there. So that's 1, 2, we're making in the middle of the 3rd wave. I don't think it's complete, though. The 3rd wave could, I imagine, be coming to a completion at the 1618, but my gut tells me it's going to come deeper, something like the 2618. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. We might get a bounce there. It might look more like that, or it might be an extended 3rd wave. I'm not sure. My gut tells me a little deeper, but we'll have to see. Because of the length of this wave, I would say we're going to get a deeper wave than I have drawn here. So you can see up here, guys, that the 3rd wave. Well, the 3rd wave here was pretty, about the 1618, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So yeah. So anyway, that's the bird's eye look here. Let's look at this wave in general. See if we can figure out where we might get a bounce here. I'm expecting a bounce here somewhere around the $6,500 region. We haven't quite gotten there yet. I'd like to see one more push down to get a bounce, maybe a 4th wave. It could be a 4th wave of the 3rd wave. So depending on how deep that wave is, I'm not sure. But I have a gut feeling that right here off this low, we're going to get a bounce. Did we get a bounce over here? Guys, we have to be careful here though, because we did get one little bounce right there, and then it came on back down. So be careful about that, guys. That is the 2-hour chart, so this took hours to play out. So that did bounce for hours. Let's see, how many hours did it bounce? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 hours. 18 hours that bounced. So, that we could get a bounce here, guys, and that bounced from 73 all the way to 77. So it was a $400 bounce. So not a horrible bounce. That's the kind of bounce I'm probably looking at here. What I'm believing is we're going to get. We're going to get one more push down to the downside. Then we're going to get a reaction bounce. That's going to be just kind of a small in nature, just like this one right here. Going to get another push, a little bit of a larger bounce. Okay, and that'll finish out our wave like that. And so something like this is what we can anticipate. Maybe another hit to the low, a little reaction bounce coming on down, a larger bounce, and then we finish the wave. And that would give us our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. That's what I'm looking for it to finish out. That's the best I can tell, guys. I think our trade to $8,500 could be off the table. Wave action just isn't even supporting it. I mean, there's no volatility to the upside at all. It's all downside volatility. Even on these little fib bounces, there are hardly any bounces at all, less than $50 a lot of times. And so really we're hardly getting any kind of volatility on the fib bounces. When I say fib bounces, they come down to the fib, they bounce, they come down to the fib, bounce, they come down to the fib, bounce, and go to the next fib. We get fib bounces all the time. You can see how these have been bouncing off the fibs right here. You see it, okay? So we're not getting any bounces. Traders aren't coming in mass quantities to the upside. So any longs you want to do, guys, it's going to be very risky and very scalpish, very short. I don't recommend it necessarily, although I am considering one personally. Shared at the Telegram group, but I'm also being very careful not to just jump in that thing blindly. I want to make sure that it is the trade that I'm looking for. $300 at least. I'd like to see a $300 move at least before. I don't trade anything less than a $300 move. Even a $300 move for me is considered a scalp trade. That indeed is scalpish to me. All right, so that's the way I'm looking at this wave. So let's just zoom in and see if we can get a count on this guy right here. I'm just going to count this entire wave here for you. A lot of people say that they'd like me to count it out loud. So let me show you what I'm thinking and what I find hard about this. First off, this wave right here looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so looks like we've got a 5-wave structure here. Here's the problem. So this one wave, could be a 5-wave, but here's my problem with this. Two problems really. This first wave looks like a 3-wave structure on the smaller time frame. So that first wave looks like 3 waves, and the 5th wave looks like 3 waves. You see the 3 waves right there? That doesn't look like 5 waves. Now the 5th wave might be hiding in here somewhere, but really, you say, Jim, what about that wave right there? I don't count that as the 5th wave personally. Excuse me, that came out of nowhere. I'm sorry. Hold on one second. Okay, I don't count that as the 5th wave because I count this whole structure as an expanded flat, and that's actually my 2 wave. Okay, so that's an expanded flat here. Let me show you what the expanded flat looks like. It's an A, a B that breaks the low of the origin of the A, and then the C wave that goes up. Okay, so that looks like an expanded flat 2 wave to me. So here so the problem I have with counting this is an impulse. Even though I see 5 waves on when I back out, zoom out, the problem I'm having is that this looks like a 3-wave move. The only other way I can handle that is that we've got an ABC here with a truncated. It's a running flat. So this could be a running flat right here. Maybe that's the only way to kind of justify it in any way, shape, or form that I can tell. So anyway, but we're just going to go with it. Again, we're thinking outside the box here rather than correctively WXY. We're thinking 1, 2, and then from there we've got a. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. So after that 2 wave, we've got a 1, 2 wave here. This looks like a 3-wave move as well, but again, it's just kind of straight downish with a little jog in the middle. What do you do with it, But 1 all the way over here is 2. I don't like it, guys. I really don't. But what else do you do with it? The market's been doing funky things. So it is what it is. I'm just going to count it as a 1, 2 right there. Now that we're getting the 3rd wave. So I need 5 waves in the 3rd wave. Actually, this 1, 2. This could be the third wave of that third wave. That's what I'm looking at right now. So basically, the third wave will be delineated like so. 1, 2. All that's the third wave of the third wave. 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, and so that would finish us out. Well, with the third waves, that's 5 waves in the third wave. That's what we're looking for. And then after that, we're looking for a fourth wave to the upside. And that's going to be a nice little move. Could be tradable. Might have to wait for that one to trade it rather than this fourth wave of the third. But we'll have to wait and see. But this one's coming down close to this range, so I'm thinking there might be a good little bounce there. So the bounce I'm thinking we might get might be here. Let me draw the fibs here on the third wave. Yeah, could retrace if it gets down here to 65.50. Could retrace all the way back to close to 7,000. So that's why I'm thinking it's a nice little trade. So I'm going to try to. It may not go that deep, but it could. That's the 382 there. So that might give us a nice little retrace there. Let's see if we get it. I'm not sure if we're going to get that or not. But we could. We might. We may. We'll have to wait and see. So trading is always risky. We always trade knowing where we can stop the trade out when we're uncomfortable. All right, so we're going to watch price action as well. We're going to make sure the price action looks good for that trade as well. But I want to watch this low right here. So I'm going to put a line of death here just to kind of keep my eyes seeing that guy, making sure I know what it is. I'm going to change it to a green line of death because that's a trade I'm looking to take potentially. So I want to see what price does in this region. I'm hoping we get a nice reaction bounce there for our fourth wave of the third. Then we'll just come on back down to finish that fifth wave. All right, that's what I'm kind of looking at, guys. Well, with that in mind, guys, it just looks like more downside for all of these guys. I'm not seeing much divergence here on the charts at all. We're not getting divergence yet, so we're trending. We are trending to the downside. We're not reacting. We're not moving. We are trending. Okay, so understand that. So Litecoin's looking down, down, down. Where could we go? I mean, guys, we're looking in the 20s. The way Bitcoin's headed. Okay. Looking for the 20s, the way Bitcoin's at. And $27 is probably a 35 will be a nice intermediate bounce, but we won't get much because we already got one right here. But after that, it looks like we're going to get a bounce maybe at $27. That's the next fib level. So guys, looking for some downside, guys, big time downside. Watch out, be careful, and trade safe, guys. That long positions are not wise here. I was thinking maybe we might be getting an expanded flat here in ETH. Well, we've already kind of passed that region, the 1, 2, 3. So I'm kind of past the idea of getting that upside move that we were hoping to get. That idea is out the door as far as I'm concerned. So that upside move and all the pairs that we've been looking for is kind of out the door. Though it doesn't mean we're not going to get an upside move later on. Right now, this is looks like a 1, 2, third wave. So yeah, this is prime for a bounce, guys. We're hitting the 2618. Prime for a bounce here. So yeah, but that's going to be the fourth wave. Okay, so the way I would count this wave right here is 1, 2, all that's 3. Going to get a little bit of a bounce there. 4, 5, coming down, guys. We're gonna hit 108 or something like that for our next target. I mean, golly, we are heading down. This is a bear market. If you didn't know, it is bear. Yeah, 108 is looking really good as a target, guys. 108, 109 for as a final target here for ETH here for the bottom of this wave before we get a substantial bounce. So yeah, everything's looking down, down, down. So be careful. Be very, very careful. Be wise. Be prudent. You should be shorting and not longing. That's where you're going to make your money in shorts, not longs. Right now, if you're not on an exchange where you can short, I would definitely try to learn to short. It's not hard. It's just going the opposite way of a long. It's not hard to learn. It's not that big of a deal. Just have to use good risk reward as you always do. Use good risk management as well, and you'll do well in the market. So yeah, I've done really well on this last trade. I had to wait through a bunch of junk in the market. I had to wait through all of this stuff, but it finally paid out today. And yesterday. So very happy about that. And we stuck in it. We don't just jump out of the trade every time you see a little bump in the road. You don't freak out. You don't know what's going up. What's going up? No. That's the way the market moves down. It goes down in stair steps, okay? And it follows those fib patterns. All right, that's all I've got for you today. If there's anything worth seeing, we might do a live or something later tonight. I've got prison ministry tonight at 6:30, so maybe after that when I get back. Actually, no, I've got a meeting after that, so I've got stuff going on, ministry stuff going on tonight. So I may not be able to do a live until late, maybe 9, 10 o'clock. If the market's showing us anything, if it's worth doing. So I always like hanging out with you. So anyway, with that being said, we will be doing Trading Night School on Thursday. So Thursday night we will be doing Trading Night School at 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern Time. We're going to continue looking into trade setups and trading this market from different perspectives. Continue learning Elliott Wave as well. All right, you guys have a fantastic evening. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.